say thank you for coming out. I want to say thank you for making sure that you came and reported on this very important information that we're here to tell you about today. We're here to address information that was shared with us by the controller and members of the media last week regarding the donation of funds from the Sound Development Corporation to the Friends of the Aquarium. The $5.7 million that was secretly, not quietly, donated to fund the aquarium was not communicated to this county's legislative body, and we feel like that is not acceptable. We have a responsibility from the county charter and from voters to provide oversight, approve expenditures, and maintain a transparent government, from Micron to all our full slate of community leaders. We have demonstrated that we take that role seriously. This community needs to trust its county government and trust the way we manage and invest in the 1.3 million aquariums taxpayers have now built. We need trust back. I want us to be mindful that the Democratic caucus didn't vote on the 2025 legislation. That's very important for you to remember. Today we are taking the first step. We are introducing amendments to the legislation that allows this transaction without the legislation's engagement. We challenged this legislation when it was introduced. It is clear it is not in the best interest of the taxpayers. I'd like to call right now upon Legislator Denton to speak to the details of those amendments. And at this time, I also like to thank Legislator Erickson and all of the other legislators for their work on these amendments. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Could you please state your full name?
Yes, I'm Elaine Denton, the county legislator for District 10. Just over a year ago, the county legislature passed a local law allowing every donation to the aquarium to be accepted without notice or further action by the legislature.
I want to say thank you.
At the last year's March meeting and spoke out against the legislature passing that local law due to these very concerns we are seeing today. It's time we listen to residents and increase transparency and accountability on the aquarium project. We are drafting a revised law dealing with donations and gifts to include clearer and more frequent reporting requirements so the legislature can do our jobs and provide checks and balances on these transactions. Our amendments will include holding the aquarium to the same standards we hold our other friends groups to, and will require legislative approval for donations over $10,000. These are common sense changes, and I hope these changes will have the full support of the entire legislature, and that we hold ourselves accountable to not one more dollar, be it taxes or revenue, going to this aquarium. Thank you. Now I'd like to call out my colleague, Legislator Thompson.
Good morning. My name is Jeremiah Thompson.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Legislator District 4. What makes this situation particularly disappointing is that it didn't have to be this way. The priorities that we set collectively here should be negotiated not in the press but in conversations between co-equal branches of government here. We're here speaking up today to advocate for our districts that this money, if this was geared towards supporting the film industry, why not direct it to CNYRs? Why not direct it to the burgeoning film industry that we have growing right here in our community? Why funnel it secretly, quietly, to the aquarium? Have these conversations publicly with us. I come from a district right now on the shores of Onondaga Lake where they just discovered in our marina mercury, which it would have been nice if we'd had some of the Honeywell money to deal with this problem. But that $2.5 million that have been earmarked for that Honeywell remediation was directed to the aquarium, as that was deemed to be a more important project. We need to make sure that we're having conversations about what it is that our constituents need, what they want from us, and how this public money is to be spent. With that, I would like to invite my colleague, Maurice Brown, to wrap up for us today.
Thank you to everyone for being out here today. This is a matter of fiscal urgency. I'm going to echo a lot of what you heard from my colleagues today. but I am excited that we're going to bring forth legislation in an attempt to remedy the problem. I want to thank Legislator Denton I know she's done a lot of work with this, and Chairwoman Watts. I welcome it on the Ways and Means agenda. My name is Maurice Brown. I am the chair of the Ways and Means Committee for the Onondaga County Legislature. In our March facilities meeting, we called on the Friends of the Aquarium to be transparent with us. We asked pretty direct questions about where the funding was coming from. We were not led to believe it was all coming from, past project being spent. We were led to believe that there were businesses, interested. We were led to believe that momentum was building, and this was going to be a true, private-public partnership. The aquarium is a significant piece of economic development, of educational development for our region's future, but it's not going to succeed if we continue to operate in secrecy. This is a group project. We all need to pull our own weight, but we can't pull our own weight if we have other people doing major parts of the project without talking to us. We have to be in this together. Whether the aquarium fails or succeeds is going to be on all of us. It's going to be on all of us to work together and make it happen. We need all of our county facilities to succeed. We need the zoo to succeed. We need Beaver Lake to succeed. We need the marina to succeed, yes, despite, what we found out about the contamination. So we intend to operate as a co-equal branch of government. I do call on the county executive to, come to the table with us so that we can work together, because we need this project to succeed. This is over $100 million investment in the city of Syracuse and our region's future. And if our region is truly to thrive, we have to work together.